This is Hannibal from thehannibaltv.com, and I'm with the lovely Atta Johnson, who is the actual mother of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and she's been in the wrestling business all your life because your mother was a promoter, correct?
My mother and my father were both. My father was a wrestler also, and then he retired, and they both started to promote wrestling in Hawaii. And my dad passed away while he was doing that. My mother continued. Yeah, that's what they did. We've been in the wrestling business for way over 50 years. So.
And you married a wrestler, a guy that we recently did a career interview with, Rocky Johnson. You're no longer together, but what was that like going out with him? He's a WWE Hall of Famer, very successful man.
Well, what was it like going out with him? He was also my father's tag team partner, so it was it was fun, should I say? Yes, certainly, yeah.
Did your fathers have any issue with you dating a wrestler?
He did, because that was his tag team partner, not mine.
Okay. I see. And of course your son is probably, without question, the most successful wrestler of all time. Were you concerned at all when he started to get into the wrestling business? Because Rocky said that you didn't want him in the business.
At first, well, he was a football player. He was going to University of Miami, and he got to become a Hurricane, and very proud of that. Then he decided he wanted to wrestle. I just wasn't sure about him getting into wrestling. I knew he would be a natural because he grew up with the wrestling holes and going to wrestling. He was sitting at the ringside at the Cow Palace in San Francisco at 6 months old. So that's how long he watched wrestling. And of course came to love it.
And that was a rough building, and you took The Rock.
The what?
The Cow Palace. I heard that was a pretty wild building.
It was, yeah. It was a lot of fun. A lot of great wrestling. And that's when my dad first started wrestling, when he came to the United States at the Cow Palace for a promoter named Roy Shires. Yeah.
And you were saying that you actually miss watching your son wrestle.
I miss him in the ring. I've been watching him all these years, and I think he's really great at what he did. I'd love to see him come back one more time and lay the smack down on John Cena. I totally enjoyed their matches and love to see it again. But Dwayne loves what he's doing now, and he misses this business as well, because this was his life. Yes.
Do you have a favorite match of his?
I would say his battles with Stone Cold Steve Austin were the best. They had me at the edge of my seat. Millions of other people too.
And what about your favorite movie that he's done?
Favorite movie? Well, obviously I love all his movies. I would say Gridiron Gang, because it was very emotional. It's very real. But the most favorite movie of all is coming up, Hobbs and Shaw. He happens to be Samoan in it.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And did you ever give him any advice over the years, because you've been around the business all your life, how to get over and so forth?
No, I couldn't tell him how to get over. That was his own work with WWE. He learned a lot and was inspired at WWE. I could tell that he was going to have a great career. I only said to him that the fact that they were booing him when he first started, I said, just be patient. It'll be fine, And that was tough for him at first, but then he learned to enjoy it. And when he started to enjoy it, and he started trash talking, it kind of changed things. Yeah, it was awesome.
Do you still see him a lot? Do you live in the same town?
Yeah, we all live in Florida. Thank God for transportation, planes and stuff. He gets home quite a bit, but not for long. He's very busy. Usually we go to him wherever he's at. That's where we go.
Does he still like your cooking the best, better than all these fancy chefs that we see on his various videos?
Does he like my cooking the best? No. No. No, why do you laugh?
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, you can smell what he's cooking, right?
Yes.
No, he loves his chef foods. My cooking is old-fashioned cooking, frying and all of that. Chefs cooking healthy, good meals because he's very big on health,
Well, I know you said you never gave your son any advice for the ring, but what advice would you give in general to wrestlers who want to become stars from all your years in the business and seeing successful people like your son?
I guess I would say pay attention to your fans, pay attention to how they react and work with that, If they're not paying any attention and they're yelling really, goofy things, it means you need to do your job better. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I know you're a busy lady today. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. Any final thoughts for the fans?
For the fans,
You're going to break my hand.
I'm so sorry.
She has a strong grip.
For the fans, I would say I love it that you're fans. I am the biggest wrestling fan, so I love going to wrestling. Keep on going to wrestling and supporting wrestling, and I love saying hi to all the fans.
Great. Well, thanks for saying hi to ours, and have a good rest of your time here.
Thank you.